It is the classic match-up of Australia versus England. It's Rebel Wilson and Freddie Flintoff. Thank you both for being here. It's great to have you both on the show. Rebel, since I last saw you a few years ago, your life has been through some big changes. You are now a married person.
Oh, yeah, taken.
Congratulations. Okay. Married to...
I got married in Sardinia. It was beautiful, it was gorgeous, and, yeah, very, very happy to be married.
And didn't your sister marry you? Is that what this is?
Well, my sister, she has a side hustle as a wedding celebrant. Okay. So she actually did, the kind of for show wedding was in Italy, and then we got legally married in Australia. And then my sister, she had a busy week because she married me, and then she married my mum the next day.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
was that like a 2-for-1 family deal?
We didn't pay her, and she's really, like, upset about that.
But also you become a mum as well.
Yes, yes. So I have a daughter.
How lovely. That's a lovely picture.
Her name is Royce, and I probably shouldn't have named her after a British luxury car brand because turns out she's a bit high maintenance. She's kind of conned me into massaging her feet before she goes to sleep. And sometimes it's not like 2 minutes, it's like 45 minutes of baby foot massage. And I was doing it last night for like almost an hour, and I said, I should have called you Volvo. A bit different.
Freddie, we're sitting next to an Australian, of course, and I don't know, how are they? Because you won. Freddie won, not single-handedly, but he was a very key part of it, won the Ashes twice.
Oh.
Twice. Amazing. Yeah. I mean, once was good enough. You had to rub it in.
Yeah, I did all right, but you failed to mention in between the two wins, I went over as captain and got absolutely battered. So it evens itself.
How are they with you? Because obviously that's a big thing, that is England v Australia. How are they with you when you visit Australia? Do they hold this against you, or do they like you as most other people do?
No, they seem to be all right. They're funny, the Aussies, aren't they? Because if you do well against them, they say, oh, he's one of us. I'm not, I'm from Preston. Yeah. I mean, nothing to do with Australia. And then since then, they've been good to us, like played cricket against them, and they give us work. Yeah. So I presented a few shows out there, did Celebrity Army Get Me Out of Here.
Yeah, so you did the Australian version of I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of There, and you won, didn't you?
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, it was...
Amazing. Yeah. King of the Outback.
Yeah.
It was the easiest month I've ever had in my life. I managed to cheat the system a little bit. So I managed to find a gap off camp every day, and I broke into the medical hut where I could get fresh water and fruit, so...
Oh, hold on.
Yeah. No, if I'm from Preston, I can take a window out. Yeah,
I mean, but that's So you cheated, basically.
You can't beat them, join them.
Yeah. Because it's, of course, growing up in Australia, do they play cricket at school? Were you forced
I did. I went to an all-girls school, but I did play cricket. I was in the first for cricket.
Wow.
A lot of the girls went on to become professional lesbians. After that. I don't know what the correlation is.
Freddie, I think you mentioned cricket is very important to you again, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, at one stage, it was your professional life, but now it's become very important to you as a coaching. Tell me why is it so important to you now?
Yeah, I think, you know, I finished playing at 31, retired, and then started doing TV stuff. And then in recent years, past 2 or 3 years, you know, I had an accident, and I've found myself back around cricket, which I'm loving. So I'm coaching the England Lions, which is the team underneath the England side, like the young players coming through, trying to make the England side. And I think with everything that's happened over the past few years, that's the one place I feel most comfortable. And, like, cricket's embraced me again, my mates and everything. So the TV was good, but I feel like I'm back home now, actually.
I think we all heard about the Top Gear accident. This was back in 2022, I think, December 2022. And just an awful accident. Yeah. I mean, just an enormous life-changing accident. So just to get over that and to get out the other side is an incredible achievement. When you look back now from a different perspective, what do you make of what happened?
Yeah, it happened. No secret that I had a car accident filming Top Gear. And then afterwards, obviously there's the physical scars which I've got, but then the mental side of it as well. So I didn't leave the house for probably 6-8 months. And the only times I was leaving the house was going for medical appointments or surgeries. And then afterwards, a mate of mine, Rob Key, who's actually my boss, known him for 30 years, he started inviting me to come and watch the cricket at the test matches, but sit in like a back room, not in the crowd, because I'd wear a full face mask for months. And I started getting back into it and started to find my feet a little bit again. So for me, cricket, ever since I can remember from being a kid, has been a massive part of my life. But at that time, when I probably needed it most, cricket embraced me again. And I found myself back in it and now. And, you know, the TV stuff was good. I'll still do the odd job. I've got bills to pay. But cricket now, back in coaching and working with these lads, is my definite future, and I'm loving it again.
There's a documentary film about the recent years of his life, which is on Disney+.
Yeah.
I think it's out on the 25th of April. And obviously, you cover all these things in it. And I wonder how difficult it was for you to open up and to let people come and film you and for you to talk about all of this.
Yeah, at first it was quite strange because, you know, it's something you live with, and, you know, since the accident, I had the flashbacks and nightmares and things, and you're talking about it, and you're talking about it quite a lot. But, yeah, it was interesting. The hardest part is seeing people talk about you.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I don't want to spoil it. You know, I had a crash, I survived.
Yeah, that's not a plot spoiler, by the way. Yeah, there's some great footage in there, some great footage of you playing, as you've said. There's a great moment in one when you're playing and you hit a ball right out, and I think your dad catches it, he's in the crowd, and he catches the ball.
Yeah, it was against the West Indies, and I hit a 6, and my dad was in the crowd somewhere. He was going straight towards him, and my dad's got massive hands. His nickname is Big Hands.
That's the least imaginative nickname.
From working class Preston, it's as good as we could call
Oi,
it.
Big Hands!
And he fumbled it, and he was rooting around for it, and as he dropped it, I think he fumbled it, and he ended up with his head in Michael Bourne's mum's lap, trying to look for the ball.
I think that was the plan all along.
Well, you know, yeah.
Well, it's an amazing documentary. I'm going to show you a little bit of it now. As I said, it's on Disney Plus on the 25th. Have a look at it. There's an amazing bit in the documentary where you're talking about when you go out the first time to coach the kids, and you say you couldn't leave the room. It took you 4 or 5 attempts, I think, to leave the room.
Yeah, at least, because I'd not been doing anything. And then, like I say, my mate Keezy got me back involved, and firstly, I started doing a bit of work with England's under-19s. And I wasn't sure about it. I was struggling with, like, crippling anxiety. It was a struggle to get out of bed. And then I had to have about 5 or 6 goes at leaving the room, and then I had to go and have a chat with myself in the mirror before I left.
And so what was it when you went to leave? Was it just fearful of how people react to you, fearful of what you would have to say? What do you think?
I think because I'd not done anything for such a long time. I'd not left the house. I'd not shown myself without a face mask to anyone.
So those social skills had got rusty, and also it was just the first
not
time.
that there was there anyway. But yeah, it was like starting again.
Famously, sportsmen like to take the piss out of each other. Was there a period when they started doing that to you again? Did you know, OK, this is like now we're completely over all this?
Yeah. I remember I'd not left the house for a while, and I'd gone down to London to the office. And I used to make a thing of it, get some nice food in, because I'd not been going out. And then one of my mates was there, and I've got a bucket hat on and glasses, and then my face covered. And the first thing he says was, "Look me, it's the Invisible Man." You know what I mean? And I was laughing underneath. It's always better when that starts happening.
Because it's back to normal.
Yeah, back to normal and just treated normal.
And you're pretty OK now? You're kind of like, do you still have bad days, I guess? And...
Yeah, I still do, but you know what? I'm more accepting of it now. It is what it is, and move on.
Well, it is great to have you back. It's amazing to have you back. Thank you.